Manipulative fiancé keeps creating fake scenarios in her head and getting mad at me because of them. Recently she crossed the line and I broke off the engagement. My girlfriend Sarah is wonderful in many ways, but she has one terrible habit which drives me crazy. She likes to ask me dumb questions and see my answers. If she doesn't like the answer she receives from me, she gets angry or sad. She asks questions like, "Hey, what if I am unable to have intimacy for the rest of my life and unable to have children? Will you still marry me?" I try to answer emotionally or make her happy, but she always forces me to answer rationally and expects me to be honest. But if I give her a rational answer, she gets mad or sad, saying I only love her because of her body and I only want her for intimacy. She also makes up these fake scenarios, wants me to answer rationally, but gets angry when I do so. Around a month ago she convinced me that one of her co-workers was a stalker, and that he was stalking her. I spent the whole day stressing out, taking the next day off work to collect as much information as I can about this guy and constantly worrying for her, as she insisted she goes to work. At the end of the night she told me I had passed the test, and there was never a stalker to begin with, she just wanted to see what I would do in such a scenario. Most of the time it's not scenarios like these, but rather just questions. These questions do get annoying nonetheless. I tried to talk to her, saying, "Babe, please. I hate these questions. I can understand stupid ones like would you love me if I was a worm? But these questions are serious, and I can't handle these extra dramas. I really love you, but I just want to relax and spend some quality time with you after work." She did not take what I said to mind at all. Recently, she crossed a line. One of my coworkers was badly roped and hurt, and she was in the hospital for a week. The boss gave her PTO for 2 months. She is scared to even see a man, and her husband can't tolerate the pain she is in. I took him to a bar a few times, every time he cried because of what happened to her and how he failed to protect her. Their marriage is falling apart. Sarah knew everything about these events. So a few days ago, after I came back from work and was relaxing on the sofa, she came to me and out of nowhere brought up my coworker's story and asked me, "Babe, will you still love me if I get raped and unable to come close to you for years? Will you still love me?" My answer was yes, I will be there for you. But she kept pushing, asking, what if they made me pregnant? What if they injured my private parts? I was getting more and more annoyed and angry because rape is one of the biggest tragedies that can happen to a woman and she was essentially mocking it. She somehow created this scenario in her head, a very realistic depiction of it, then would not take my "I would still love you" as an answer. She kept pushing, going into detail telling me to imagine 3 grown substance addicts raping me as I scream for help and tears roll down my face. And in the aftermath I'm unable to communicate or make love. When she said this, I said I was done. I took off my engagement ring and said I am done with you. I work 12 hours a day, but I still try to find time to do something for you. I try to buy you flowers, take you out on dates, try to buy everything you ask, cook for you often, and do everything I can to make you happy. All I asked for in return is peace and positive energy. I can't take these games anymore, and I can't apologize every time for some fake scenario you created in your head. I can't handle that extra stress. I walked out of my house. She kept screaming at me and crying loudly. I am currently staying at my mom's home. She kept calling me and texting me. I didn't answer. Part 2 of 2, my manipulation.